The My Pillow dude, I think his name is Mike Lindell. Mike Lindell, I think is his name. Anyway, this guy, I kind of feel bad for this guy. I kind of feel bad doing this segment. CEO of the company My Pillow. He's been on a bunch of infomercials and stuff. He's now a right-wing darling because he's one of the biggest Trump fans you've ever seen in your life. Really interesting guy, super religious, and also he's used to be a crack addict. Now, he went on Steve Bannon's podcast, or as Trump would call it, Sloppy Steve Bannon's podcast. And he had this moment where even Sloppy Steve was like, what? So let's take a look and then we'll discuss.
What I'm talking about, Steve, is what I have been doing since January 9th. All the evidence I have, everything is going to go before the Supreme Court, and the election of 2020 is going bye-bye. It was an attack by other country, communism coming in. I don't know what they're going to do with it after they pull it down, but it's
hang on a second.
Donald Trump will be back in office in August.
Donald Trump will be back in office by August. You almost have to give credit to the QAnon people because they can't let it go and they keep moving the goalposts. They've now, what are we on, like the 4th or 5th new date that Trump is going to take office? There was a story that blew up, went viral. It was Joe Biden was walking in the front of the White House. I guess he was either going back in the White House or going on the helicopter to go to, fly on Air Force One or whatever. And he's walking up to a group of reporters, and there's this glitch in one of the cameras, and you see his hand is like over a microphone, even though it's behind a microphone. And people use that as evidence to say, Joe Biden's not really president. That's a green screen. They're doing like a wag the dog type scenario where they're pretending he's president. And I don't know the way the rest of the conspiracy theory goes. Do they say Kamala Harris is actually running the scenes, or do they say Trump is secretly behind the scenes running the show? I don't know, man, but I am absolutely amazed at this kind of thinking. It's like religious or cult-like thinking, but it gets to the point where they just try to override all objective reality, and they throw all empiricism out the window. And it's a wild thing to watch. It really is. Because, it's like, it's a case study in deviant psychology is what it is. Because, and any other normal human would be embarrassed to say something like that knowing that it's not going to come true. By August, Trump will be in office. Even Trump doesn't believe that. Of course Trump doesn't believe that. What are you doing, bro? So, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I think the extreme religiosity is getting to him. He might think he's hearing voices of God or something, or he might be back on the sauce or whatever. But when even sloppy Steve Bannon is like, whoa, 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 and even Trump is not on board with your conspiracies, time to give up, bro. Time to give up. But the real question is, how many of these people are out there that are actually like, these idiots don't even know Trump's going to be back in office in August. Morons. How many of them are out there? That's a real question. I want to know how bad it is. Is it 1% of the population? 1 out of every 100? I don't think it's that many, but it's funny when you watched some of the people who were QAnon people have the realization that it was bullshit and what they were saying wasn't going to come to pass. You saw it on a lot of message boards. There were things that went viral I saw on Twitter where people have the realization, where some people are still holding on to the dream and others are like, wake up, none of this shit happened. Partly feel bad for them, partly thoroughly enjoy it for the entertainment value.